1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Work hard and we shine, commitment, dedication. Neurosurgery, comedy, music, Nollywood. SOTK, Dr. Call, MC Casino. We did represent, stand tall anywhere we go. Great UNIBEN, great UNIBEN, great UNIBEN, great UNIBEN. Hello viewers, welcome to another episode of the UNIBEN Alumni Series. As you know, this is a program where we celebrate alumni of the great University of Benin, men and women that are doing well in their different endeavors. And on today's episode, we have a not too young graduate because he graduated in the 2020-2021 academic session. He is Enebeli Basil. Interestingly, Enebeli Basil is the founder of Bend Bespoke, a fashion brand in Nigeria. And I think most interestingly is Basil graduated with a first-class degree in physics with a CGPA of 4.91 over 5.0. Thank you very much, Basil, for joining us today. And once again, congratulations on your achievement.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir.
Good to have you here, Basil. People like you need to be celebrated. You put in the hard work. It was a 4-year course, and at the end of the 4 years, you graduated with a 4.91 CGPA. That's a great one. Congratulations once again, Basil. Let's start from the course physics. Was that your initial course to study at the institution? Was that what you wanted to study at the institution at the University of Benin?
Yeah, that's where it gets interesting. I won't lie, I didn't apply for physics originally.
Okay.
I applied for electrical electronics engineering.
Okay.
But my course was changed.
Okay. And when you were given physics, when you were offered physics instead of your preferred electrical electronics engineering, how did you feel?
Okay, I was saying that I did feel maybe a bit of disappointment because I did not apply for it. But I was still okay. I did not hesitate to accept physics because I think it was still related in a way. And the thought then, if I really wanted to do engineering, I could just transfer after my first year.
Did you try to transfer?
My first mate did go on to transfer to engineering just after our first year, and it was very seamless. Like the transition from physics to engineering.
Did you try to transfer?
No, I did. Funny enough, I did not.
You were just okay with physics.
I just decided to continue it.
Why? Was there something particular, or because of the similarity, you just felt, oh, okay, that's fine. I can.
A number of factors. Okay. I think to buy the transfer form then was 50K, and then we're told that it was not going to be sure.
Transfer. And you lose your money if it doesn't go through.
Yes.
So the financial.
So I think those were all contributed. So I just said, let me just finish the physics. It's not so bad.
Okay. And let's talk about your first class honors. I was just with you. Let me try to get your transcripts again. The transcript you published on X, yes, on Twitter, on Adekule Gold's post. And your 200 level, I think you did, I can't pull it out, but I think you did about 16 courses
Yes,
your
yes.
200 level, and you had 15 A's, both first and second semester, just one, was it one, one B,
One, yes,
one
sir.
B. Was that the point you felt you were going to make it first class at the end of your 4 years?
Yeah, I think that was when I knew that I can't go back now.
Okay.
Because after my first year, I made the first class, but it was, I think, cumulative with all my courses, it was a 4.52.
Okay. Yes, because you had some
Considering
C's.
all the courses I did. Yes.
Yeah.
So that 200 level with the 1B, the GP then was 4.95. And then that was when people started looking for who is this guy
Yeah.
and all of that. And then if there was any doubts that even with what I had, I think that was what cleared it.
Okay,
That
that's
okay, now I've raised expectations from family everywhere. So
yeah, I was
I just
coming to
have
that. How because I usually ask first class graduates or those that have set some standards for themselves. How were you able to manage the expectation and still come out with good grade? Because at times the expectation might be overwhelming.
I think right from growing up, the in the kind of house I grew up in,
Yeah.
excellence was expected from all of us, even right from secondary school days. And not just it's just like you can't just you cannot just be below par. You have to give your best, and sometimes your best might not be enough. You have to be the best. I grew up
Mm,
to see that okay, sometimes it could be as if it's not so healthy because um, the competition shouldn't really be between you and other people. So I think that was when I now focused on just being the best I can be.
okay.
So it was not so difficult to on the expectation part. I didn't even really think much of it. I just knew that it would feel good, and I was also doing it for myself too. I really wanted, as I saw that it was possible, first, second year. So
Mm,
I just went along with it. Kind of was natural.
okay. How did you first know officially that you've made it first class? Because there are times maybe the course advisor will inform you, or after the Senate must have approved the result, you see it on the board. What was the first moment you officially knew you have made it first class? When was that?
Okay. Officially,
Yes.
because going into my final year, I knew I had to make just a 4.0 to like graduate with the first class. So I
Yeah.
knew that even before then, I knew that yes, I was going to graduate with the first class. But the particular CGPA, I think when Senate approved it and I heard of it, I went to the department myself to confirm. I think that was when, after Senate approved, yes, that was when I knew.
Okay. And how was the feeling? Because 4.91 is not, it's not, yes, with all due respect to others have made 4.5, 4.6, but this was very close to getting 5.0.
I even didn't expect it because I know I give my best. I always give my best. But when
Mm.
I saw it, it felt I was thinking maybe okay, I could fall. I was calculating and saying okay, maybe I could fall in 4.7, maybe 4.8. And then it was as if it was too big for me to even imagine. Yes, yes.
In the Department of Physics, what has there been a CGPA higher than this before now? Before
I
you got,
I don't really know. I don't really know.
there was no official communication from the department regarding that.
No, no, no. Maybe it must have been higher ones.
Oh, okay, okay. Let's talk about your routine as an average UNIBEN student. I don't know where you stayed in school. If you stayed within the campus or you stayed
I
off
think
campus, you stayed in a
Ekotide,
post
yeah.
study from 100 level to final year.
Yes, sir.
So, how was your routine like? Were there extracurricular activities? Did you get engaged with religious life? I don't know how religious you are, but how was your routine like generally in school?
Okay, I'm going to break it down to when I start because my routine in my first and second years were
Mm,
different from
mm,
my routine in my penultimate and final years.
okay.
So when I came, um, I told you I applied for electrical electronics engineering. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I did UTME and I scored 50. That year was not supposed to be a post UTME. So, and I wrote my jump 2 years after I finished secondary school because it was as if I was a bit rusty. And then my target was to score 250, and I ended up scoring 264. So
And you
it was a good moment for me. Yeah, it felt
right.
good. But after writing the post UTME and I saw that I scored 50,
Hmm.
it was humbling.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very humbling. So when I came, I was like, this UNIBEN, it be like the vex. So me, I have to prepare very well.
Yeah.
Yes. But
Yeah.
still, there was no pressure because I believe that even if I did not know things before, I could always pick it up. I could always learn. So now there was the class, there was a semester that could prepare me before the exams. So my own duty was to go. It was a new experience. I was just open to learning. It's not something I'd experienced before. So I started with going for classes. Some of the classes did not really make sense, and some of them did make sense. And it was until after about 2 months that I started. Somebody took me to night class because the idea did not make sense to me. I used to think people that went for night class they had lecturers teaching them in the night class. So when they told me it was personal study, I was like, why go to school in the night and just inconvenience yourself just for personal study? So the hostel I was staying in, their light got spoiled, yes. So I was living without light both at night. And then that particular day my friend was going to school. He said he was going for night class. I said, let me just go with you now. I don't have light. Let me charge my phone. So I went with him, took one of my textbooks, and I was amazed what I was able to cover that night. So the next day, I called him. He said he was not going, and I had to go myself. And I would say one funny story I always tell people. Where we went to that night was basement, and there is John Harris Library is kind of close to basement. So
Yeah.
when I went by myself the next day, I went to John Harris Library instead of basement, and it was locked. So I went back home, and I was telling him the next morning that John Harris basement they
It's
locked
not-
too.
you did it as the wrong location.
They locked basement too. He was shocked.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm there now." So I went there like 2 more times. I'll go there, it was locked. I'll come back and say basement dey locked. So I think I was not going until one day I went there during the day and announced that I'd been going to
The wrong.
journalist library. So
Yeah.
I yeah, but so that was how I started night class. And I soon realized I was very comfortable at home. I could not cover a lot at home. So it was night class for me. Just go to night class, study, then come back. And I was also going to class. It was very stressful. It told on me physically. But I was
Yeah.
going to come back, sleep a bit in night. And the sleep in night class is not you cannot compare it to resting at home.
Yeah. That's
So it
uncomfortable.
was I was just studying classes because I was trying to also that first semester I made sure not to miss the classes. And if I had the money, I think I would have attended tutorials because tutorials was a popular thing then when I
Mm.
was in 100 level. Like people were going because of the courses were hard to understand, some of the physics courses. And coming into the school, I did not even know calculus. It was I was in UNIBEN that I understood and learned calculus. So it was I think it was difficult, but I could not afford to attend tutorials, so I had to do a lot of studies on my own and get whatever I could from class. So when it came to preparing for exams, we had textbooks. Yes, in 100 level, we registered for courses. We were given textbooks about 8 courses. Yes, and there was a practical physics about 8 courses. So what I did was I was studying those textbooks. I took one at a time. Some of these textbooks we had to finish, like most of them, we
Mm.
had to finish everything. Yes. So I don't know where the discipline even came from. I don't know if it was that one internal drive to want to do well. But I finished. I remember I finished everything. I was solving all the like my study was very thorough. I was solving the exercises after learning, and it was a nice experience to. It was as if I felt powerful. The more I knew, the more powerful I felt. And I had friends too with similar drive. I don't know about nowadays, but in my lecture theater, then it was as if everybody wanted to make a first class.
Yeah.
So being in that community was nice. Yes, it was nice.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, when you were most times as undergraduates, when we're in our 200 and penultimate for those studying 4 years course, we start to envisage, we start to plan. Oh, I would like to work here. This my degree. I would like to use for this. What was yours? In your 200 level, you made a wonderful result. You were already on your first class right from the 100 level. So what was the picture for you like? What were you envisaging to do with your BSc?
With my BSc, even while I was making my first class,
Hmm.
I started doing before I gained admission.
Okay.
Yeah, I could do before I gained admission. So even while in school, I was seeing myself as an established fashion designer. People would ask me, I'll tell them that, oh, I might not use this certificate.
Hmm.
That's the truth. Even if I was doing it and I was doing it well, I was thinking, I might not use this certificate. I don't know. I was open. Anything could happen. But one thing I was always sure about was I was going to make my fashion dreams big. That was one thing I was very sure of. Then the other part, I was just open that okay, anything could happen. Some people used to tease me that I should do lecturing. I was like, I don't know,
Hmm.
but it's not as if I'm closing the possibility to anything. But I did not really have that particular dream or job to do in my BSc. It wasn't really there.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about the attention you've gotten in the past few days or 1 week or so.
Oh, and yeah, in the past 1 week.
Yeah, since the singer Adekunle Gold posted that, and you replied with your transcript. I've gotten a lot of notification and all that. That this is what we need to celebrate you, and tell us the attention you've gotten for the past 1 week. Have you been able to handle it, and what kind of messages have you been getting?
Okay. It still feels I'm a normal person, yes, like, but somehow it's as if I'm now a celebrity because
Yeah, you
it's
shine
very
on.
different. Nowadays, I put out things that I would normally put out, and maybe just my inner circle or my
Mm,
mutuals will just respond with. But now it's as if like I have more eyes on me, yes. So I have to be very careful of what I put out.
out
And
there.
I'm somebody that I like football a lot. So
Yeah.
I enjoy all this football banter and all of that. But now I have to be very careful because now somebody said I talk too much. But but I'm used to, like, I'm not new to Twitter. Yes, even if I've not had this attention, I'm not new to Twitter. I know how it works. I know a lot of people have their opinions, but I don't let that affect me because I'm who I am. People have not been telling me how to live my life up to this point. They are not going to start telling me how to live my life. But now I'm aware of the attention that is on me. Yes,
Mm,
and I think I'll try my best to be, should I say, a positive influence on people that might look up to me, maybe those in their universities or
yeah.
so.
Okay. Let's go back to your time in UNIBEN and let's talk about your thesis, your project. Uh,
Okay.
you worked on the Ogoni cleanup exercise.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you tell us what was your findings? What was your conclusion about the cleanup is still on. It has been on for some time. So tell us, what did you find out?
Okay, I can't really remember the details, but from what I do remember, there was really no significant change from the years, because I think we started the studies that the research we did. We started taking data from just after the cleanup began, and I think till, was it 2021 or 2022? Because
Mm,
it's been a while. Yes, but the conclusion was that there was really no significant change,
mm,
because let me explain a bit what we did.
yeah.
We did the surgery remotely. because it was an aspect of geophysics, technique, remote sensing. So we downloaded satellite images from um, Landsat 8. Yes, there's a satellite called Landsat 8. So the images are multispectral, and we're able to process these images using a software, ArcGIS software. So we process them to what we used as um as an index. Yes, what we use as an index to measure these. I can't really remember the details from the top
Mm,
of my head. But yeah,
mm.
we need to estimate an index, which is, I think the number ranges from 0 to 1, showing its moisture content, indicative of moisture content. So the kind of moisture content would tell us if there was this area is polluted or is clean. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yes, definitely. You will make sense to a lot of people that understands the field. Yes.
So we compared the indices because we took data for both rainy and dry season. Because when rain falls, you have a lot of moisture
Yeah.
in the soil. Yeah, so we compared these indices from when the cleanup started to, like, say 5 years later. I think we took every 2 years or so. But yeah,
Mm.
the whole conclusion was there was really no significant change.
Yeah, that's what we just hope that today, this is 2025, that a lot more significant differences from the time you took that you had that thesis. Let's talk about your academic aspiration. What was the plan academically from here? Do you want to go for postgraduate? And you talked about lecturing, that yeah, you are not keen on it, but you are also open to it. This is a two-headed sword question. Did the institution, our university, there any talks about offering you a academic a lecturing position? Was there any, did anyone reach
Officially,
out
no. I
officially?
was I was never contacted on that. No.
Okay, but you are open to it.
Yeah, I would consider it. I would.
Okay, then what about your postgraduate? Do you intend to do a
Yes,
postgraduate
at
degree?
the moment I'm even preparing because after I graduated,
Okay.
I did in fact try to apply to schools abroad.
Okay.
But due to a lot of things I could not put up, I could not get in. Reasons being that I knew that my applications were really, and I did not even apply to a lot of schools, just two of them.
Okay.
Then last year, when the application window was open, I couldn't afford to apply to. So now I'm preparing to apply. So I'm putting documents in place,
Okay.
and that my application will be strong this time.
Are there people, especially UNIBEN alumni, that are providing guidance for you? Have you reached out?
Yeah,
Because
I've reached out to a few of my lecturers,
okay.
and they also help me with letters of recommendation.
Okay. And for the UNIBEN alumni, I can recall, I think Osase Osifo, former SUG president, but
Yes, sir, yes,
definitely
sir.
your department. Yes, I think he will be willing to help. And I
I
think,
won his prize. I won his prize
okay,
during
the best
competition.
graduating,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
We commend Osase Osifo for that. He has for the past 5 or how many years, he has been awarding the best graduating student from our institution. Then let's talk about your fashion brand. You said you've been sewing before you even got admission into the
Yeah, for 10 years now. For
for
10 years.
10 years. What's the plan for Bend Bespoke? What's your
Broad.
dream
Like,
for it?
it's global. That's my plan for it. I want to get to that point where, because it's not just, like I said, it's not just all about sewing clothes or wearing clothes. It's
Hmm.
um it's an expression of excellence, because I want, especially in our community, excellence has been neglected, or should I say, not preached enough. Yes, people
Hmm.
just do things casually. They don't care if they do it well or not. So it's just my brand is one of the ways that I want to preach this excellence.
Okay. Thank you, Basi. Lastly, um, this is an institution you were there for 4 years. You came out with your first class. I know there are other things that you must have learned from the institution outside the four walls of your classroom, your lecture theaters. What are those things that UNIBEN taught you?
Okay. One of which is that
If
I
I
value.
can butt in here, I think I can help you to give one. I think UNIBEN humbled you from the beginning because
From the beginning, yes, yes,
someone that
yes.
scored you scored 260 or 250 in jam.
Although I've,
Then
I've always been humble, sha, but
yeah, but I know
because,
it will be a shock that you got 50 in position, and that was just the average. That's the least score to get admission
yes,
to the
that's yes,
university.
yes, yes.
Yes. So carry on. What are those things that the institution taught you?
Yeah, I learned the importance of community, relating with very wonderful people, because during my time here, I made very wonderful friends. Yes, and I've over the time learned the value of relationships. Yes, relationship with people, because my brand is thriving on that relationship now.
Hmm.
Because my that is 70% of my customer base, of my client base, is due to the relationships I built while I was in school. So if there's one thing I learned is the importance of relationship and communicating with people. Yeah, that is it.
Okay. Lastly, that was my penultimate question. Lastly, what part of school life do you miss the most right now?
Okay. I was talking to somebody the other time. I was seeing them writing exams because I'm still around school area. My brothers are in school.
Yeah,
So I was
okay.
telling them that I don't know if it sounds they say that it's because I did well during exams, that was why. But I was telling them that I do miss this should I say the tension. Yeah, there's a way that exams make you feel. Yeah, there's should I say the tension, the pressure, and then also being able to write, and if if it goes well, it's like high stake, high reward. So I think I do miss that. But I'm beginning again actually because I'm studying for my GRE now. And
Okay.
yeah,
No, I think I can agree with your friends because at the end of the day, when the outcome is positive, yeah, the pressure and all that came before the exam, you could overlook them. But when the outcome is not positive, it's not something you will
true,
miss to think about again.
true, true, true.
Thank you so much, Bassett. It has
Thank you
been
very much,
wonderful
sir.
speaking with you. I really appreciate you for creating time to be part of this show. Continue to keep the UNIBEN flag flying, continue to shine on. We are really proud of you. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
sir.
Bassett. I've been speaking with Enebeli Basil, a graduate of the Department of Physics, the Faculty of Physical Sciences. Enebeli graduated with a first-class degree in physics with a 4.91 CGPA. He is the founder of Bend Bespoke fashion brand. Continue to subscribe to our channel. We'll bring you more exclusive interviews with UNIBEN alumni. Bye for now.
1970, we sure we did the forefront. Knowledge for selfish, for sure we did the work. Auditorium to basement of all faculty of law.